Good morning. This is my replacement apple tree for the apple tree in the backyard. If I can keep it alive through summer, anyway. It should be fine over the winter, but as hot as it is, I worry about things over the summer that aren't in the ground. Anyway, mushroom herb. That's actually really tasty. I hate it when this happens. So, this is my catmint, and it was looking so good, but it gets so hot. I have been keeping it watered, but it gets so hot that it starts to get all brown and it looks terrible. What a beautiful day. Like, this is just, I mean, sun shining in. It's a beautiful morning. Birds are out. I don't know if y'all can hear them, but they're really cool. Just a peaceful morning. So I'm going to try and keep it quiet so that I don't disturb my neighbors who are probably trying to sleep in. I don't sleep in, so tomatoes. So I have cut down quite a few, and you'll see, right, that these ones are coming back with a lot less disease on them. Now, I don't know if it'll continue to be like that or not, and I've absolutely removed some other ones. So, like the Shimafuri has a lot of like dead branching, but it's got new growth at the bottom. So I'm actually kind of thinking I might cut that down and see if like new growth will come up from the bottom. This is some of that new growth on a different Shimafuri, so like I could cut a lot of this other stuff off, and I probably will. The Groovy Tunes, I like the way they taste. I love the way they look. They're just not as productive as I would like, so I don't know that I'll grow those again. The Christmas tree peppers, and of course that's probably a leaf-footed bug nymph, but we'll see. Anyway, these Christmas tree peppers, really good pickling peppers. They're just little bitty. Ooh, spider webs. So many spiders. Sorry, little spider. I'm trying to show everybody. Anyway, they're very little peppers, which are really good for pickling. I thought about trying to pickle some tomatoes. I have no idea. I could probably ferment those in a hot minute and not be too stressed. I might try and do that. We have blackberries coming in. I finally have my big pruners out. I'm gonna go ahead and cut that branch down. But look, even the sedums look rough. So yeah, it's just hot, and it's just gonna get hot. It's that time of year. About till September gets here, it's just gonna be really bad. But I'm trying to keep them watered. I need to cut down the beans, right? They're spent, so I need to cut those down. But I do like that the little dwarf tomatoes, a lot of them, since I cut them back, are, coming up. So let's go see what's going on over here. Been a hot minute since I've been over here. Okay, so this is to be expected, right? Snapdragons, the hot part of the year, they are going to struggle. Looks like they probably got some pest damage too. I'm just popping these off because I really don't want my snapdragons trying to make seeds this time of year. I really just want them to survive. Now, there are some seeds in here, which is fine. I'm just going to pop them and toss them, and if they make new seeds or new plants for next year, great. If they don't, no worries. This Mexican sage is really coming into its own since it's gotten really hot. You can see it's starting to come in nice and thick. It was really slow growing in the spring, but it seems to be coming in nicely here. I am concerned about this fig. That doesn't look like rust. I don't know what this looks like. I don't know what's going on. But it looks like I'm about to lose all my leaves, and the growing tips look terrible. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I've never seen any of my figs do that. Like, none of my other figs look like that. I've never seen it before. So, I don't know. Alright, let's see. So, assassin bugs, maybe? Squash bug nymphs, maybe? It's hard to know. Alright, this is annoying. So, and it's been here for years. This is Bermuda grass, and it just lives in the middle of this bed. I don't know where the source is at because it's somewhere in that daylily, and I don't feel like getting into it. So, anyway, this is giant spurge. More giant spurge. So happy to see that's recovering. That's growing. Mulberry weed. If any of you guys know what mulberry weed is, it's literally one of the most, like, it's not the hardest weed to pull out. it's just the hardest weed to keep from coming back. And it's annoying. Anyway, this hosta looks rough. All of them look rough because it's hot. And I've been putting on the tapes and trying to keep everything watered, but it's hot. So like this guy was looking good. He looks rough. Let's see. And I probably will put on the like the tapes. You can see here's kind of a tape. Anyway, let's look at our other ones. That one looks nice. That one looks nice. I'm missing one though. Where'd I put it? Where is this it? Right where I pointed out a tape? It is. Okay, teeny tiny. So, yeah. And like these guys look like they're just dead. Just straight up dead. I don't know what happened to these cannas, but I'm going to run these tapes and I don't know what else to do because everything out here usually grows really well in the shade. Okay. I did run a new tape that's not leaking. I don't know. That fig don't look too good. Don't look too good. They really do kind of look like they're not getting enough water, but I have been watering them. Yeah, like look, this one. Now it's just like dead. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I do see some rust on some of these. Ugh. And I feel bad because these don't look so bad. Because, you know, I care about my plants and I'm excited that they're growing good. And I just feel like I'm not doing my job because I'm not coming out here all the time picking the leaves off and I'm not coming out here and fertilizing and watering and I don't know. I just feel guilty. Like I'm not, oh no, somewhere. This is really shady, so it's unusual for something to be growing in there. But that's a prickly dewberry. I have to get rid of that. I don't know, guys. This year sucks. Hubs got injured, both of my wrists and hands and elbows and whatever. Those don't feel good for me, which is, you know, it's something I've struggled with for some years, but it's bad this year. And I just can't get out and do the stuff that I normally do. So it's discouraging and it's a little depressing. And it makes me feel bad and worry, right, that the plants are going to be dying or trash or whatever. So much growth on this fig, but not, probably shouldn't have touched that leaf after I picked off diseased leaves, whatever. But no figs so far that I can see on this one. This rose has been healthy for several months, but it's starting to get the black spot on it. And I'm not surprised. I mean, it's so humid here. Like, I was surprised it lasted as long as it did. That's the surprise, right? Not that it got the black spot. I did take down all the spent echinacea blossoms because that's just what you do. And then they put on new blossoms. And it looks like I've got a lot of strawberry blossoms coming in too. So we're not going to complain about that. I rarely get to show you guys this coastal primrose. It's a Texas native. And I am so surprised that it like holds its own out here. I really thought it would get eaten up by all these strawberries. It's come back several years, so, and it's spread to the path, unfortunately, and a little bit past the path. So I am hopeful that it will do well for years to come. Let's see. I want to take the cap off of this, but I can tell you that those stems are not, they're not pest proof. You know what I'm saying? Oh no, something. I'm assuming it's one of the caterpillars that I always get. Yeah, you can see right there. Well, maybe you can't, but it's right there. Anyway, totally defoliated this lupine, which happens to almost all my lupines. So I'm not surprised, but I do hope that it's not fatal to that particular baby lupine. Okay, so let's see. This dahlia gets tall. It's probably going to get tall like its little friend over here. Let me see. Oh, yeah. Ooh, that's bright. Anyway, Mist Flower, like late appearance this year, but actually coming in. Let me pull this. Oh, that's not what I want to pull. Dang it. That's what I want to pull. Oh, well. So, anyway. It's kind of interesting that this penstemon put new growth on. Ugh, this is a I think an elm or something. It's a weed tree is what it is. Anyway, nice to see that the mist flowers coming in. We'll have flowers. Those pretty purple periwinkle colored flowers soon. So the birds have 100% eaten almost all of the berries off of here. I didn't net it, so I kind of expected that. And let's see. Copper Canyon Daisy is going to show out in the fall because it's put on a lot of nice growth. It's over there. It's over here, over here. It actually lives right there, I think, if I remember correctly. But got blueberries stems showing up in the path, and I'm kind of okay with that. Like, I'm just going to leave it. I was reading about some bugs that may be contributing to the loss of my lantana blossoms, but I mean, I'm not going to get in here and hose them off and spray them and pick at them. Like, it just is what it is. Who has time for that? I don't have time for that. I don't know about y'all, but anywho, where are you at? Right below the chest. That's where you're at. So above the belly button, right below the chest. We have a flower. Oh, it's so fuzzy. You guys can't see it. Come on. Look, we have a flower. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Okay, this is a black-eyed Susan. You can tell by that flower. Oh, that's exciting, guys. That's exciting. All right. Gonna run the teeps this morning, definitely, so they can get some water. I thought we might get some rain last night, but it just kind of was all south of us. The cardinal flower has like fallen over this away, and you'll see some like kind of droopy looking stuff. That's because somebody, like, these had gotten too low, I guess, for a driver, and they broke a bunch of limbs off. And while I was out here, I thought, well, let me just cut off all these other limbs that might be in somebody's way. So, and I just throw them here. Like, look, they can decompose. If it hits the fall and there's still sticks, well, that's when I bring out the little mulcher I have, and I'll just throw them in the mulcher. But for now, I'm not walking under here every day, so they can stay. It'll be okay. You know what I do want to go? Look at the shiso. I love watching the shiso grow up. Let's go look over here, guys, because I haven't really taken a nice look at this beauty berry this year. Ooh, something got you. Weird. But all these new limbs, this will be a nice big bush in a year or two. Beauty berry be like that. So, Blackfoot daisy kind of died over here. This is dead, Blackfoot daisy, but alive over here. So we'll take it. Still no flowers on this thing. I have no idea what this is. I want to know. Is it a, no, it's not a mint. I don't know what this thing is. It smells spicy. I don't know. There is a dahlia that lives in here, but it's got to compete. Oh, look at you. Still trying, huh? Passion fruit vine. Still trying. Blackfoot daisy kind of competing, but not dead. We'll take it. So, come on. No. He's hiding under a leaf, and it's hard for me to get him. There he is. So that's fuzzy. Anyway, I think that is an assassin bug. I could be wrong. Oh, okay. Let's see. I see some frass. One day, I'm going to come out in the middle of the day and just take you guys along for the ride. But, see the frass? That is from a little bitty caterpillar. And soon, this whole lupine going to have no leaves. Because those caterpillars love this lupine. I yanked a couple of the echinacea out here, and I think I might yank this white one because I've been waiting to see if it's going to develop normally, and it's not. So I'm just going to yank it because I really don't want that virus, whatever it is, to spread to my other echinaceas. So this is I believe it's a Stella d'Oro. Mist flower coming up here. This dahlia makes me so happy. Oh, guys, this is redonkulous. Come on. 2. Oh, no, and I didn't even get the roots. No. Best I can do. I'm telling you what, that passion fruit, that native passion fruit. Oh, my goodness. All right, well, I was going to say it doesn't look like the caterpillars have hit, but they have. I see some black, kind of, I don't know what they call it, but you can see it's eaten some of the leaf out, and there's frass everywhere. So this one will get hit soon too. All right, let's look at happy stuff. Oh no, a big old grass weed. No. All right, well, that's an interesting little guy. Wait, is that him? Yeah. Right there. It's kind of a purple and green grasshopper. Here we go. You can stay and eat that stuff, little guy. I don't care. I'm here for the flowers. Y'all eat what you want. Okay, so not much has changed, guys, but you can kind of see the Liatris is starting to pink up or purple up, whichever one you want to call it. The basket flowers, I've been kind of popping the spent flowers off in the hopes that these will become more like bushy. I don't know. I also call that a basket flower, but it's not. Maybe it is something else. Indian, I don't know, something. Coco Loco Rose. So these are so rare because in my heat and my sun, these are in full sun. Like they get washed out so fast. So when I can have a pretty one, I like to have a pretty one. Oh no! Oh well, that's the other thing. The roses don't last. I don't know if that's my area or if it's just the roses I picked, but I don't care. I'm here for the pretty. Look, I cut off the dead ones. Some of these are getting spent. I need to go cut them off too. This is a different type of Liatris. I forget the name. I like it. It's a little more petite. And we got this spider. Hello, Mr. Spider. And this is another type of blanket flower, and I actually really dig it on this. Like I don't think I've ever grown one that has like these little. I love this. It's so pretty, and I think it's only an annual, which makes me kind of sad. But it is what it is. The Ashley sunflowers will be putting on flowers any day now. Still aphids. Where are my ladybugs at? I don't know. It's okay. The mums are even growing up, and they'll keep growing. Like this whole area will get full of mum plants, leaves, and then they'll put on flowers in the fall. All right, let's keep looking. It looks rough, but I'm just thrilled that it's here. So we'll take the win for that. I did take off the dead ones here, but it looks like I might need to come back through and do that a little more. Didn't get a lot of irises this year, probably because it's too much shade. This is all mist flower coming in. These are dead branches. I topped that tree. You probably can't tell because of the pine trees behind it, but it was getting too tall. I need this to be like low enough where I can, oh my gosh, stay, don't run away. Do you see it? That's why I put up with the annoyance of these giant Turk's caps, because there are hummingbirds all over them from like now until October. But I hate all the extra Turk's caps, and I hate how massive the root ball has gotten and like how out of control these plants are, but worth it because the wildlife, right? So I thought I got this little thing. Hold on. Oh, I see a grass weed, but I thought I got this, and apparently I missed it. Oh my goodness. I did not get that good enough. But the mountain mint putting on new flowers, got seeds. I've never really seen this spread by seed, but you can root this so fast in a cup of water that I've never really had to do that. So the fuchsia rose is putting on new flowers. This, okay, so that's a black-eyed Caesar, but this fall aster, like, lived right there. It has spread like that. This is all fall aster. It's just a massive little bush. And I'm like, I mean, okay, right? Like, okay, but wow. I am happy to see that this Blackfoot daisy is not dead, but I can see a lot of grass, this weed grass. I don't know what kind of grass it is. I need to come in here and get that out. I feel like I'm always weeding right here. Always. Look at you. Look at you. Aren't you pretty? Okay, so I think sometimes, tell me if I'm wrong, my fellow gardeners, would you ever talk shit about a plant? Be like, we're done, I'm getting rid of it. And then it starts like performing. You know what I mean? You just talk trash, you're like, I'm done. This is it. We're finished. And then it's like, no, look, I can behave. Thing, Serviceberry making me go back and forth again. I had made my decision. And here come the train, y'all. It ain't my video without a train. Anyway, let's see what we can see before it gets here. And I gotta pause it. Alright, so this is what I'm talking about. It gets hot. The raspberries hate life. They usually don't make it through our summer. I really hope this one does. I'm gonna come by and like cut off all of these fruiting tips just so that like the plant can focus on the leaves. But that's the plan over here. Gotta dehead these Rio Sambas, but like where else are you gonna find a half and half rose? Okay, come on. Come on. This Rio Samba is the best rose I bought this year. I'm so excited. That's beautiful. Look, no one's gotten to this one yet. All right, we'll take it. The muley grass. I really gotta get in here and get this Virginia creeper up out of here. It's just such a pain in the butt. Okay, so what are you doing? You ain't supposed to be flowering until the fall. But this is kind of a peachy one, so I'm not going to cry about it if it comes out. It's pretty. It's pretty. Y'all just pretty. I see weeds. I see weeds and dying Ryan wheatgrass. I see living wheatgrass. Yay. So, alright, let's see what we got. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Taller than me now. Taller than me. That's to be expected about the sugarcane. That's cool, guys. That's cool. Let's see what's going on. Okay, we got some red. Got some red Turk's cap. Let's see what's going on down here. Dude, all of this stuff just dead. All the little grasses I planted. Alright, look, I gotta cut back some of this Turk's cap because there's my persimmon. And it's way too shady over here for that persimmon to grow good. Ugh, baby Turk's caps, gotta pull them. Gotta pull them. Hey, look at this. This thing never flowers. It's a true spiderwort, or spider lily, and man, that's cool. That's cool. Gotta come deadhead, it looks like again. There's some pretty new ones coming in though too. I'm not sorry about it. Alright, have we got caterpillars? Possibly. Possibly caterpillars because there's like kind of some webbing in here. So I think soon this will be defoliated too by the caterpillars. Alright, let's see what else we got. If we got anything else. Well, I feel like I had a watermelon. Yeah, that's still alive. I see it. It's there. Okay. Oh, wow. Talk about a pretty zinnia. Gotta be careful where I step. Girl, you win. Ow! Dude, sorry about that. There was a mosquito right in my thumb and it just bit me and that hurt. Anyway, yeah, you win. That's the prettiest zinnia I've got over here. I hope you go to seed. You pretty. Alright, let's see what else we got. I gotta get out here and weed. I gotta wear the mosquito thing to weed. Okay, you're little, small but mighty. Look at you. Already putting flowers on. Oh my goodness. Here it is, the train. A lot. Okay, so the Dioscora alata, this is a yam, a true yam, right? Okay, comes up right from there. Putting up a lot of growth this year. And they both, you can see right there, they are both making it over to this cherry. Like you can see it kind of growing up in that cherry. And they will do that. They've done that every year, so I'm not surprised by it. I do try to prevent it as long as I can, but here in the hot part of the summer, these will honestly defoliate pretty much. So I'll let these guys kind of climb over there, give them some shade, but I think that's about all I got in the front yard today, guys. I'm, maybe not a lot of change going on, but at least we got stuff not dying and there's some happy things going on, so we'll take it. We'll take it. I hope this finds you guys well. I hope you have a wonderful 4th of July for my American folk, 250 years, and I'll see you guys next time.